Have you ever been in a conversation, listening to someone speak English, and felt completely lost? It's like standing in a heavy downpour of words, and they're all rushing past you so fast that you can't catch a single one. You nod, you smile, but inside, you're panicking, feeling like you'll never be able to keep up. What if I told you the secret to finally understanding and speaking with confidence isn't about studying grammar for hours and hours? What if it was about one tiny change in your daily routine? A simple 10-minute habit that could transform your entire language journey. Stay with me, because I'm going to share the personal story of how I went from understanding absolutely nothing in a new language to speaking with a confidence I never thought was possible, and exactly how you can do it too. Part 1. The Dream and the Delusion. Hey friends, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is a space for learning English together. Not fast English, not difficult, complicated English. This is super slow English, clear English, simple English for people just like you. People who want to speak and understand English with real confidence. Today, I want to tell you a story. It's my story, but strangely enough, it's not about English. No, it's about Spanish. Yeah, you heard that right. I learned Spanish, and my journey taught me everything I now know about learning a language effectively. I want to share how I did it, step by step, day by day, because I believe my story can help you with your English too. So get ready, sit back, and relax. I will speak very slowly, very simply, and I hope very clearly. Let's begin.
It all started many years ago. I was younger, and I had this big dream. I wanted to travel the world. I would close my eyes and picture myself walking down the vibrant streets of Madrid, ordering coffee in a small cafe in Buenos Aires, and talking with new friends on a beach in Mexico. I wanted to feel the freedom of connecting with people from a different culture in their own language. I was curious, I was excited, and honestly, I was a little bit naive. I started learning Spanish with so much energy. I bought a textbook, I downloaded a few of the popular language apps, and I felt like I was making incredible progress. I learned to say hello, thank you, and my name is. I could count to 100. I thought to myself, yes, this will be easy. I'll be fluent in no time. I will learn fast. I had these big, beautiful dreams. I wanted to speak with people, to laugh at their jokes, to understand their stories. I wanted to feel free in another language. I thought that knowing the words was enough, but I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. Part 2, hitting the wall. My first real test came when I met a group of native Spanish speakers. I was so excited. This was my chance to finally use everything I had learned. I walked up to them feeling proud and listened as they talked. And in that moment, my confidence completely shattered. It wasn't just fast, it was a blur. Their words came so fast, too fast. It was like trying to catch water with my bare hands. It was just moving, and I couldn't hold on to any of it. They spoke and smiled, they laughed, they moved their hands as they told their stories, and they all looked so happy and connected.
But me, I just sat there. I listened, and I understood nothing, not a single word. In that moment, I felt so small. I felt lost, like I was on the outside looking in through a glass window. I was there, but I wasn't a part of their world. I was quiet. My big dreams of traveling and making friends suddenly felt silly and impossible. My mouth stayed closed. I didn't ask questions. I didn't speak, not even one word. All the words I had memorized were trapped inside my head. The self-doubt started to creep in. I thought, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm just not good at languages. It was a terrible feeling, and I was ready to give up. I thought my journey was over before it had even truly begun. Learning the language was not easy. It was hard. Part 3. The single word breakthrough. I felt defeated for a few days. I didn't open my textbook. I didn't use my apps. But then something inside me just wouldn't let me quit. A small voice said, "Keep going. Just one more try." So I made a decision. I decided to change my goal. Instead of trying to understand everything, I told myself to listen for just one thing, one word, one small piece of the puzzle. So I went back to listening. I put on a Spanish podcast and I listened. I let the river of words flow past me, but this time I wasn't trying to stop it. I was just waiting, patiently. And then I heard it. Hola. Someone said hola. It means hello in Spanish. That was it. That was all I understood in 10 minutes of listening. Just one word. But it felt special. It felt like a victory. That one word gave me hope. It gave me a little light in the darkness. I didn't need a full sentence. Not yet. I just needed one word to hold on to. So I said it softly to myself. Hola. I smiled. Then I said it again. Hola. It was short. It was easy. And it was mine. I started doing this every day. I would listen, and my only goal was to find one word I recognized. The next day I heard gracias. The day after that, por favor. Little by little, things began to change. I was building a tiny bridge from my world into theirs, one word at a time. Part 4. The power of shadowing. As I got a little more confident, I knew I needed to start speaking more, but I was still afraid. My brain was slow and my mouth was even slower. I could think of the word, but I couldn't say it fast enough. It felt like my brain and my mouth were not friends. Then I discovered a new idea, a new method. It was called shadowing. I remember stumbling upon some advice online, almost like finding a video on YouTube called How to Use Shadowing to Improve Your English Fluency. The idea was simple, but very powerful. Shadowing is when you listen to someone speak, and you repeat what they say at the exact same time, like a shadow or an echo. Not after them, not before them, but with them. So I tried it. I put on my headphones and played a slow Spanish audio clip. The speaker said, "Mi nombre es Tom," and as he said it, I tried to say it too. "Mi nombre es Tom." At first, it was strange. My tongue felt tired. My brain felt slow, but I kept going. I started with just 1 minute a day, then 2 minutes, then 5. I shadowed every day, on the bus, at home in the kitchen while cooking, sometimes on a walk. Slowly, something amazing happened. My mouth started to move faster. My brain started to follow. I began to sound like the Spanish speakers I was listening to. Not perfect, but more natural. Shadowing became my friend. It was like a silent teacher, always there for me. I didn't need grammar books. I didn't need a classroom. Just a voice and my voice, together. Part 5. The magic of consistency. Now, I want to tell you about a small rule I made for myself. It was a little promise, a quiet plan only for me. It helped me more than anything else. Here it is. Just 10 minutes every day.
That was my rule. Not 1 hour, not 30 minutes, just 10, but every single day. That was the key. 10 minutes of Spanish. That's it. Sometimes I was tired. Sometimes I was busy. Sometimes I didn't want to learn at all. But I said to myself, come on, just 10 minutes. You can do 10 minutes. And I did. I listened. I shadowed. I whispered new words. I found that this small, consistent effort reminded me of what you might see in a video titled The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Language Learners. It's not about one massive effort. It's about the small things you do every single day. That made the difference. After 1 week, I felt more comfortable. After 1 month, I understood more. After a few months, I could speak more clearly. And it wasn't because I worked hard for one day, but because I showed up every day. That is the power of small steps, tiny steps, simple steps, but every day. That was my little rule, and it changed everything. Part 6, your journey begins now. So now, after all that time, what did I learn? Did I speak perfect Spanish? No. Did I know every word? No. But I could speak. I could listen. I could understand people. I could travel. I could order food. I could ask for help. I could make new friends in Spanish. That felt amazing. I was proud. Not perfect, but proud. And I learned something bigger, too. I learned that language is not a race. It's not fast. It's not big. It's slow. It's quiet. It's one step and then another. I also learned you don't need a big plan. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to move to another country. What you need is one small word, one small moment, and one small step every day. That's how I learned. That's how I grew. And now I want you to know this. You can do it too. You, even if you feel shy, even if you feel slow, even if you feel scared, you are not alone. You are learning. You are growing. Speak to your mirror. Say one new word today. Listen to a podcast tomorrow. And just like me, you will change.
Okay, my friends, thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you. I hope it gives you hope. This was a very special episode, very slow, very personal. If you liked it, please come back again. Share it with your friends, like this video, and subscribe to our channel, English Glow. Next time, we will learn something new together. I'm Tom, and this is English Unleashed. Until next time, stay slow, stay strong, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.